unbeatable. We'll train until we meet our goal. The stakes are high, no we won't fold, because we are unbeatable. We are unbeatable. We'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no we won't fold, because we are unbeatable.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon, and thank you guys so much for joining us on today's episode of Unbeatable. It is so nice to have you here. As we begin today's episode, our three trainers are standing on a cold and recently emptied street in Vermilion City as they have just done battle while fighting over what looks like a small security camera that is one of many. Maybe some sort of message being left that, hey, don't fuck with the security system or people will appear out of nowhere, fuck you up.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me!
But with that, as you are standing, you're gonna hear the sort of staticky like whoosh, whoosh of like a walkie-talkie being used, and you're gonna hear conversation that Vermilion is currently having. Yeah, no, we're on the corner of 3rd Avenue and North Street, and like Vermilion is just giving directions. And then you hear Thad's voice. All right, we've sent group 3 to you. They should be there in about a minute. Please do not move.
How?
Vermilion just gave him the all clear, dude. There's not people.
How is
there
everyone Pokemon wise in terms of like damage, wounds, all that type of stuff?
I feel like Myrtle waddles over and is like rubbing her eyes and is like, took two major wounds from that fairy move and is just like, I can't see shit.
Dazzling Gleam fucked you guys up.
And I'm like, me too, babe.
Eventually, you're gonna hear the sound of footsteps coming down and like a flashlight, and you go, "Hey, are you guys over here?" You hear like a feminine voice yell.
Yeah, quick, Anchor, do the signal like we talked about. And he's just gonna like take one little tentacle and just do like.
And then as like the light starts to get dim, you see another tentacle on the flashlight.
Infinite power.
That's incredible.
And after a second, you see 2 trainers like running up to you. You vaguely remember their faces from when you saw them just earlier today at the Vermilion City gym. DJ would have gotten their names because DJ went and introduced herself to every person there. So this is Grace and Denzel. And you see Grace is running with a like white Pokemon with tiny little wings floating behind her, a Togetic. And Denzel is running with a Sylveon next to his ankles, a pink sort of 4-legged creature with these like blue ribbons that come off its neck and her. Actually, like it looks really cute while still, but the moment it moves, it's like a little off-putting really to see the ribbons sort of move on their own, because you remember that is a Pokemon. Denzel is gonna run up and go, "Oh shit, you guys really did get into a battle. Where'd they go?"
They teleported, I think. And then
Cave.
I'll look to Coryne and see where Hypno is pointing.
Yeah, Hypno still has the pendulum, and every once in a while the pendulum will like swing a little heavier one direction and sort of like point in the direction that is sort of out of town towards Diglett Cave where we had talked about previously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They must have teleported into or near Diglett Cave.
Damn. Okay. Well, since you guys actually had an interaction, we're gonna have to probably take you back to Thad so that we can call Jenny and you guys can talk about it with Officer Jenny. Because like we're just volunteers who are keeping a neighborhood watch. If something actually comes up, we do have to tell the police. You know.
Do you think we could get one of these cameras that are up here? I'll point to where the missing one was, and then point to the not missing one.
That one,
There's
and that
so
one,
many
and that
cameras.
one, and that one, and
And
that one, and that one, and that
It's
one.
the hot ones.
Yeah.
That camera, this camera, this camera. Tell the people what you
See, you guys are pointing it out as though it's obvious, but it was a difficulty 20 check for one person to notice them. Yeah, and so DJ is able to point out the very subtle, small cameras that are everywhere.
Find something small to point out.
DJ climbs
DJ's gonna
the
be
building.
like, oh, obviously.
Holy shit, that is a lot of cameras.
Right? We tried to get one, and Axel, was it like attached to anything? Or like, what was the situation up there? Was it like bolted on, or did they just kind of ambush you?
He's gonna go chim-char.
So it just popped off. Okay, suction cup. Got it.
Oh, suctioned.
Chim-char.
Got it. You can stop. Okay, so here's another
DJ's gonna
berry.
go do it again.
So we
And
can try and get
strawberry.
another one, but it seemed like they reacted pretty quick to it.
Yeah, no, if messing with those is the reason why somebody showed up, no, we should definitely mention this to Jenny and not mess with anything. Grace kind of steps forward and goes, how strong did they seem?
Chump change, actually. They just got a sucker punched us with an ambush and some stealth rocks. So very low tactics in terms of it being a fair fight. We kind of held
I
on.
almost tripped on one of those on the way here. Fucked up my ankle. And you look down and she's like kind of like nursing an ankle a little bit.
Yeah, so we can get revenge on that ankle if you want. Just quick jaunt over to the cave.
No, we as part of the gym thing, we had to take a class for this. We do have to go talk to Jenny if you guys actually interacted with someone.
Technically, we didn't.
What does that mean?
We didn't see him. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Coryne did kind of hit him with some binoculars. Do you still have those, or did those go with the
Oh,
teleport?
and
You guys threw hands in a Pokemon battle?
No, binoculars.
No, through
don't?
binoculars.
Yeah.
Okay, well, still, person-to-person fighting is like super taboo, though. Personally, between you and me, and you know, she's gonna look nervously at all the cameras. I would keep that to myself if I were you. That's like high-key super taboo.
Taboo.
You guys would know that in the culture of the Pokemon world, trainer-to-trainer fighting, even among villains, very rare. Not something that comes up.
Trying to think of me shotgunning that guy with Bowie very early on the adventure.
See, that's different because you used a Pokemon to do
yes,
it.
I used a
what
Pokemon as a
technical
weapon.
bullshit? First of all,
that is genuinely the difference. Like, we're making fun of this. That is genuinely the difference. If
So-
a Pokemon is involved, it is different.
Let me get this straight. I can't walk up to Seth and punch him in the face, but if I had him a choke,
Yes, correct.
he could walk up to Seth and punch
You know
Seth
what
in
you
the
need to do?
face.
You just
That's
need to
less.
have,
It's still illegal, but it's less
you
taboo.
just need to
Yeah.
have Tabasco grab onto your fist and
Yeah.
then just punch through.
Yeah, it is part of the
Like
culture
one of
of the world
those
of
shoulder
Pokemon.
buddies that magnets onto your backpack or something.
Yeah.
He just
It is genuinely part of the culture of the world of Pokemon that people throw against, to the point where not even Team Rocket punches people. All I'm saying.
what an interesting line to hold.
Yeah, it's great. I was talking about Team Rocket of the anime. Of course, there are vicious motherfuckers in this
What
game.
would Graham do?
But Graham would not punch. He's a weak little string bean. Have you seen him? He's a skinny
no,
little
we
man.
haven't.
no.
Only been
That's
through
true.
bad camera.
That's true, actually. So Grace does give you like the friendly advice, like, hey, probably don't mention that when you talk to Jenny.
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I think
Okay.
only Gavin and Coryne have met Graham.
Yeah, you've
I
never
have no clue who
met.
this
You've
person
seen him
is.
once through
Aside from the
staticky.
conversation, that's it.
Yeah. I don't even know if DJ knows who this person is, if it's been discussed at all.
I don't know that it's been discussed.
Yeah. But yeah. So they're gonna look you guys over and go, do you guys need to go to the Pokemon Center first, or should we just take you straight back to the gym?
I think
I just
we
healed up all my guys.
Yeah, I might step by the mart and grab some extra potions,
Okay.
but I don't think it's anything that's like.
Yeah, that's just south of here. We can do that. Like, we do have to call Jenny at like by the end of the patrol, but like if you guys need to stop and get something, we can do that. And you guys walk to the shop. Was there anything specifically we don't have to RP the whole shop. Though an interesting note would be that normally a Pokemart can be manned by like one person in the middle of the night. You would notice that there's always at least 2 employees here, probably because of the spooky vibe of the town at night. But are you guys picking up anything in particular while you're here?
Potions.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me,
Potions?
Healing supplies.
Healing supplies? Okay, anything special?
Max potion.
Okay,
Hyper potion.
DJ's throwing me a
Yeah.
look. What's up?
I got so many things I'm buying.
Oh, shite. Okay, let me know. List them out.
Well,
What do you got?
let them go first, and then I will list mine out
That's
after.
it.
I think
I
they
think
just
they-
threw
Yeah,
it in.
we're done.
Coryne and I
Oh.
had our little cart and we did our self checkout and we're like, all right, we're ready to go. And you have like a push cart full of whatever you're getting. We're like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
You're like, let them go. It's like they just did. what do you get,
It's-
DJ?
okay.
I won't go into type specific, but I'm restocking on berries.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab an expert belt, a mystic water, a hard stone, a shell bell, a scope lens, 4 hyper potions, 4 escape ropes, and 3 dire hits.
You're supplying
Okay,
a
the
small
only one
army.
we got to roll for that to see if it's there is the shell bell.
Damn it!
That's the only thing we got to roll for. So go ahead and roll me D100.
That's an 86.
Yeah, it's there. You can have the shell bow.
So I'd buy 4 shell bells. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like the shell bells in the store are like those things where it's like, you know how you see the keychains that has like everyone's name on it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but it's the shell bell that'll have different names going across them all.
But it's like Pokemon names.
Pokemon
Like
names,
Kabutops, Nidoran. Yeah.
Or they're like customizable.
Oh,
You can just like
man.
once you buy it, it
They
like
spelled
describes it with what you
Rockruff
need.
wrong. They only use 1 F.
Oh no.
I think there's a font count. There's only so much space.
Okay. And the whole time that you guys are doing this, like Grace and Denzel are both like super respectful. They are also on high alert the whole time. As you're sort of like inside shopping, both of them are sort of defensive looks out. And eventually when you guys finish, they sort of like clear everything up with you, and then they help take you guys back to the Vermilion City Gym, where group 1 will already have come back, and Thad will be anxiously awaiting your guys' return. Oh my god, guys, you had 1 patrol and you already ran into shit. I'm so sorry. I was not expecting that to happen.
That's fine.
It was
we
kinda
can
our
probably
fault.
call him back if you need us.
It's also kind of our luck.
rattle with a camera.
Wait, that's a lot being absorbed at once. What do you guys mean it was your fault?
Who said it was
Well,
our fault?
I did.
DJ did. And Thad is like absorbing, and he looks at Grace and then looks at Denzel, like very much look to Grace first, 'cause she's definitely the more competent of the two. And he's like, what do they mean, cameras? And she's like, no, they're right. There's like little cameras all over town. I noticed them the whole way back now that they got pointed out to me. I have no idea how long they've been there, but I would not have noticed them if they didn't point them out.
And I think they're going to try and take them now that they know that they've been shown. But if we can at least get one sooner than later, and if there's a lot of us.
And you said that this is the reason that people showed up to fight you.
Because they fought really hard for that thing, from what Richter said.
Then I don't have the power to condone that, unfortunately.
So we can't go get cameras because we need to wait for Jenny. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, and I'll call her right now, just so that I get her over here. And he's gonna pull out his Pokegear, and those took up too long. And he's gonna for the audio listeners, I went to adjust my glasses and they stayed farther on my face than I expected.
Whole 3
And he is going to type out, and he's gonna walk away for a sec to presumably make a phone call to Officer Jenny. Who, if there's nothing major in the next like 5 minutes, will take less than 5 minutes to hop onto a bike and get back down there. You'll see the motorbike with its lights but not sirens running in the fog well before she actually gets there. But eventually a 3-wheeled bike, because there is a sidecar on the side, pulls up and brakes, and then a small growl of out of the car as a tall woman in probably her like early 40s pops a helmet off and sits it on the thing and goes, I got down here as fast as I could. You said there was some sort of fight with one of your volunteers? Yeah, these are our new volunteers who are kind of new to town, and they were just helping out for the night. Why don't you go ahead and tell her what you just told me?
TLDR.
TLDR. And she goes, okay, I see where confusion happened, and the police department will investigate this. However, I cannot condone messing with the city's new security system that we were going to unveil later this week.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Wait.
Who attacked us?
Seems mucho sketch.
I am not aware as to who was to do that, and that's one of the reasons that we will be investigating this. However, you cannot take down the city's new security system.
So wait, something new about the city has been voted on and decided, but it's secret?
It's not secret, just it hasn't been unveiled to the public yet, but it was voted on in a city council meeting last week. Or no, 2 weeks ago now, because it would have been
it would be
right after everything that happened at Seafoam.
Can I ask who, because Coryne is going to, if anybody, only the people that know Coryne will feel this shift. At first, Coryne
Detective
feels
mode.
like it's going to get very accusatory very fast, and then you hear the tone tick up a little bit, and she like blinks and she goes, that's a good idea after everything that's happened. Who came up with that idea to put these cameras in the city like that?
I need you to roll me your best fortitude check.
Fortitude?
Fortitude?
Yeah, mental fortitude. No, genuinely, that's part of what
No,
fortitude is it's mental
yeah.
willpower as well. It's physical and mental ability to resist.
Bitch. Okay. I rolled an 11 on a d12 plus 5, so 16.
There you go. You are
Excuse
able
me.
to keep your cool.
Plus 3, 14.
Okay. You are able to keep your cool, definitely. With the 14, you're able to keep your cool, and Jenny would sort of nonchalantly go, it was a joint sort of proposition from the chairman of the Pokemon fan club and President Jimeno of Construction Co. They offered to fund it at the very least.
They offered to fund it.
Well, the city, for most of our public works, we get a lot of our funding from Construction Co. at this point, just because they built a lot of the city and they donate a lot to making sure everything stays tip top. I don't know if you noticed, we have the best streets in the entirety of the region.
I know, not even a piece of concrete on the ground.
Yeah, they get
Ridiculous.
repaved probably once every 2 years, the entire system. I don't know who's messing with our security system, and we will be investigating, and I will put 2 officers on it immediately, but I cannot condone you taking it down.
Do you know where the feed of that goes to? Do you have access to that?
The feed actually part of the feed for that goes to the police center. I can actually go check it right now if you'd like.
Does it collect audio?
Yeah, it actually has very high quality microphones attached to it.
Shit.
Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't pee on the ground. You'll hear that. I didn't.
8 heads turn into looking sad.
It'll make sense.
Thank you
when
for
hear it.
volunteering
That's
that
funny.
information.
You're gonna hear that. I didn't do
You're
it.
gonna hear it.
I will
didn't
admit,
do it.
we're still working on
It's foggy.
so one of the projects going forward for next year's infrastructure is heated roads, because unfortunately at night our security system has a hard time tracking a lot of things due to the fog, which is basically just audio, besides what else is directly in front of it.
Oh, good. Great. Awesome.
Based on what I know, is the fog consistent like throughout history?
It's been consistent for the last
Okay.
300 years, yeah.
Okay.
The fog is not new. It's not like on Route 21 where people manipulated the weather to fuck with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am happy to take official statements from you as we start this investigation. In fact, I can write down a lot of what you've said now. But I would ask that you not tamper with the security system. Just especially because, and you are all very well trained trainer. Like Jenny, looking around, seems to have a lot of respect for all of the trainers of the Vermilion City Gym. Like these are citizens who come out and volunteer and do these things, and you guys are volunteers who got caught up in something. So she seems to be like taking a liking to you guys quite a bit.
Could I put in a query request of Pokemon that are trainers and registered Pokemon within the area? Potentially like a census, maybe?
I'd be happy to take your request under advisement as we do an investigation, but that's just not through the proper channels to share information with you guys.
Interesting. The Pokemon we were attacked by were 2 Sand Slashes and was it a Kadabra?
Kadabra.
Yeah,
Kadabra.
Kadabra. EJ does her best, like, Kadabra.
Kadabra. I love that Pokemon so much. She kind of looks and goes, okay, I'm not familiar with any local trainers that have those, but I will keep that under. In fact, you see she starts like pulling out her like official like notepad and starts like taking statements from you guys to be able to write down this information. It doesn't take very long at all.
DJ's also gonna take out her notebook and start writing down information.
Coryne also takes it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you guys all have
As
the same
DJ's doing
pen.
that, yeah, same pen. As DJ's doing that, Officer Jenny will look over and goes, "Oh, I like your note taking. Oh, you missed here." And she leans over and like gives you an extra detail that you'd like missed. And she goes back to writing.
That's so sweet.
Again, Officer Jenny took a liking to you, fucker. She met you as volunteers, you know?
DJ is also going to ask, I don't know if this is information we're allowed to have. Are those cameras closed network cameras?
Yeah, it is a closed circuit, yeah.
All right. So there's no it's not going across any cloud systems. There's nowhere it's going to be hacked.
So it's as close to cloud circuit as you can get in a wireless world. We have 2 Porygon patrolling it. It's not going to be hacked.
Well, they did take a camera, so
They did take a camera, but
they have one. So you can remote
as far
into
as it was, I'm not one of the
See where they
techs
are.
who works it. As far as I'm aware, we have systems in place for damaged, stolen, or broken cameras. But that's good information. Thank you. And then what? And then you said that this was at, and then she's gonna list off like the exact intersection you were at, which I think was like 2nd Avenue and like North
3rd and
Street,
North.
if I remember correctly.
Yes,
3rd and
and-
North. Fuck, I was so close. So close. She writes down everything, and she takes your statements, and like she takes everything you're saying seriously, but is doing the due process of going through the system in the proper channels and actually taking her time with it. She goes, "Is there anything else that you wanted to mention or say about this at all?"
I don't think there was anything else.
Okay.
It's up to you, DJ.
DJ can't not. She can't not. Not now that
There-
Jenny's been
there's
so
nothing-
nice. So she's
Yeah, we're
she's
not
gonna
like
go.
in
I know
trouble.
we're not keeping it on
Okay.
purpose, but she's just gonna go. I believe that my friend here's Hypno. To my understanding, tracked them headed towards Diglett Cave,
Well, that is interesting. Okay.
which is why we were
and
so
sh-
surprised that it was a police security measure. All those cameras.
That is interesting. And you see like the gears start turning in her head, and she goes, "Okay, I'll take that under advisement. Thank you."
Especially because as we were walking, every camera was tracking us. Like everyone was on
They
us.
are motion detection, so as you move through the fog, they are supposed to track you.
Got it. All right.
She's gonna look over at Thad and goes, "Can you please make sure they get to the center safe tonight?" Thad goes, "Absolutely, ma'am." And she goes, "All right, I'm gonna take this. I will get my people on it tonight. We will start looking into this tonight. Please do not worry."
Officer Jenny, is the construction company working in the Diglett tunnels right now?
They should be, which is one of the reasons why I'm about to call them and talk to the head of their security and see what's going
Yeah.
on.
That was my only worry, is that
Mhm.
if they get ambushed,
If somebody's
like we got
potentially
ambushed-
sabotaging the cameras and or sabotaging their work,
Problematic.
those are scary things to throw around right now in the
Yeah.
state the region is at. So I want to make sure that people are staying safe.
Okay.
Because if we have a group of rockets anywhere near this city, the city's not going down without a fight. Okay, you kids stay safe.
Be careful,
You too,
Good
ma'am.
night.
All right, come on. And she looks at her little Growlithe and it's like, "Rap, rap," and it goes and hops into its little seat on the bike, and she takes off down the street.
Okay, well, guess that's it for the night of patrolling.
Thad's gonna go, yeah, you guys are definitely out for the night. I appreciate it. Please, let me know if you guys need anything anytime soon in the future. I just intended for you guys to help us cover ground. I was not expecting you guys to get into a fight the first night that you help us out.
All good.
Like Corinne said, kind of our luck.
He looks genuinely shaken up that his new volunteers were in danger of me. It's like very mother hen right now. He's contemplating. He's like,
You're good. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. Go get a cup of coffee and we'll hit the road.
It's probably why I'm so jittery. I've had 5 of them tonight.
Maybe don't
It's
have
been
any more
45
coffee.
minutes since you guys started.
Thad, I will say this before we leave. Please make sure that, and I know you probably do, please make sure that any trainers are on patrol are aware of this possibility now. That was...
Well, first of all, we're all on an open channel, so when you called in, everybody got made aware.
Okay.
But yeah, everything you guys said to Jenny will be, everybody at the gym's gonna know.
Okay.
Just part of how it goes. All right. Do you guys want Grace and Denzel to take you guys back to the Pokemon Center?
I mean, if they want to, if I don't, we're good.
I don't mind.
They look at each other and go, "We're gonna take you." And they are loyal, protectives. When you guys are walking around, they're doing that thing where they're both walking on either side of the group, and their Pokemon are kind of walking back and forth between
Scary
you guys
dog
as
privilege.
they're walking. Scary dog privilege. But they eventually lead you guys back to the Pokemon Center, where of course the lights are on, the doors are open because it is 24 hours, and you are left at the Pokemon Center.
Cool. That was a lot quicker than I was expecting it to be. That it's still within the hour. Just want to watch a movie or something.
So when are we gonna go to the Diglett Cave? Vermilion immediately pops up.
We're not.
Well, I,
Jenny's
for
going
one,
there.
think that the Jennies can handle it. Whenever you want to go, you just let me know.
Down, bitch. We love it. Yes.
She loves
Well,
trouble.
I mean, it's not really in our nature to like let things be, right?
Yeah, but I feel like we need more than just us, because it's not just one guy. It has to be more than just one guy, right?
Yeah, they did always describe seeing multiple people in the fog.
Ooh, I have an idea. I'm gonna let Bowie out really quick, and I'm gonna say I need
crack it
you to draft a message to, I forget his name. The information broker.
Puts on a little pair of spectacles.
The information broker, and see if he might know.
Does anyone have it written down?
No.
Does anyone have the information
That's
broker's name?
before
We
my
don't
time,
want
Aaron.
his name. I'm calling him the information broker because specifically,
Okay.
I'm not gonna do what Gavin did.
But I do.
Okay.
But yeah, we do have it. But sending a message just to be like, hey, is there anything suspicious? And guys, feel free to chime in on this about Vermilion
Yeah,
City's new
suspicious.
security system, or people who may have an interest in it maliciously.
Okay, and you send
This
that
is
right now.
on
Since
Bowie's-
it's
this is
still
Bowie.
within,
Actually,
since you send that within the hour, it's still not gonna be late at night yet. So let me roll. Okay. With that, you sort of send that message, and it is a couple minutes, but after a minute, you hear, "Wasn't Bowie the name of the Pokemon?" Is the message that you like hear a ding, and that's like, "Wasn't Bowie the name of the Pokemon?" Was the first type of the message with a question mark, and then it goes, yeah, Vermilion's new security system. It's kind of crazy. Even I haven't been able to hack it yet.
okay. And then I'll say that we basically the similar situation of what we told the Jenny of like we were patrolling because of suspicious people, and we think they went to Diglett Cave. They attacked us when we tried to grab a camera or something like that, something along those lines. And then Bowie's gonna send a selfie of him being like, "Yes, I am the Pokemon."
He's gonna type out, "Sweet, thanks for the free info. I'll make sure to kick something back to you when I've got something worth it."
Appreciated.
Ooh,
Because
Tracy's.
Seth and him have a great rapport. Him
Yeah.
and Seth, they made business. They were talking. Gavin was the sticking point.
Yeah, and
We knew
I
that.
think I'm doing this type of interaction with him is not in the malicious way of trying to get like it's like scrupulous type of information.
Yeah, you're not trying to like get ahead of somebody
I'm
else.
trying
You're
to-
you're
it's like
just trying to
greater
learn
good
stuff.
helping for everybody, just to be like, all right, is this
Mhm.
what DEF CON are we on right now? So yeah, that's at least something. I don't know. Something feels off.
I think that's exactly why we should go, is because something feels off.
Vermilion, what are you thinking right now about everything that's going on? We haven't gotten to ask you how you feel about the security system.
They kind of toss you a look. You're kind of playing your hand with the information that you have right now a little bit, because you've been like, this is not the first time you've asked Vermilion kind of like very leading questions as though you have information about their background, outside of this just being the city that they're from. So can you roll me a bluff check, please?
What if I don't want to?
Okay. If you don't want to, you can choose to fail the bluff check, which is fine. They send you kind of like a look and they go, "I'm not feeling great about it, to be honest.
Okay.
I feel like I should mention it because you said you guys were going to come with me tomorrow, but the grandpa I'm going to meet tomorrow is the same guy who put up the security system."
Your grandpa is the Pokemon fan club chairman?
No, it's the other old guy who put it up. The chairman's a really nice guy, but no, it's the other old guy.
If he put it up, do you think
President
he'd have
Jimeno.
access to it
Aw.
to like view back footage?
I don't know.
Or did he just pay for it?
I don't know,
What was
but-
I forgot what Jenny said.
Jenny
relationship
said he
that
just
was.
paid for it, but knowing my grandpa, that seems a lot more like him, that he'd want to be able to
Do you have like a back door
kind of have
into it?
He's kind of a no lock doors in my house kind of person.
Well, that's concerning. So that's another option too. Instead of going to Diglett Cave tonight, we kind of regroup in the morning, see how that goes, and take it from there. I don't know.
I mean, I guess we could. And I guess Jenny's going to be over there anyway, so we might get in trouble if we go over
Plus,
while
everyone
Jenny's
is
there.
still on watch in the town. It's not like we're going to sneak past every trainer that had been volunteering.
That's true. Though I think we could probably take them. We're pretty awesome.
Okay, yeah, we are. Okay, so we're gonna
I was
go
talking
to-
about the people at the Diglett Cave. By the way, I don't want to battle our friends.
Yeah,
at the
that's why I was
Vermilion
very
gym.
confused
I
on.
want to clarify. The phrasing on that was odd.
Mhm.
I'm not used to being this confident. I was trying to take after Coryne. It wasn't working.
Gotcha.
I think you're doing great.
Okay, so Detective Pikachu tonight. Then we go to the Pokemon fan club, and then see what the news is by the morning of the Jenny investigation.
I don't even know if she's going to keep us in the loop. Like, she kind of implied that it's out of our hands now.
Well, we could ask,
That's fair.
but if we don't,
Okay.
it's fine too. We just kind of fly blind.
All right. I guess that's fair. You two are still sharing a room, right? And they look at Coryne and DJ.
Mm-hmm.
We got
Okay.
bunk beds.
Good luck with that. And Vermilion's gonna go back to their room. Their full-size, fucking awesome room.
Okay, I am watching
Vermilion
Detective Pikachu in
leaves-
my room if you guys did want to join for that.
Corinne's gonna do that thing where she's gonna watch the first 10 minutes of the movie. And she's gonna be like, can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Pause it, wanting to have watched the movie, and then stop. Yeah, go for it. That's
I'm so
Matt,
sorry,
I've never
Seth.
identified with a Seth moment ever more in my life than what you just did.
The point of making the plan and establishing it was that we didn't have to think on it more, and we could just watch a movie.
Make the plan. Try the plan. Throw the plan out the window.
Oh my
Make a new
god.
plan. No, it's really bugging me. It's really bugging me what Grace said before. I don't know
What?
why I didn't know that. That it's taboo for a trainer to fight another trainer during a battle, especially
I mean-
even if they're a villain.
There's a lot of things that you know that you can kind of just like throw to the side when like impulse kicks in. Plus, if we're walking around town and we see anyone with like a crescent shape on their forehead, we'll know.
Now we know.
But do you guys think it's taboo?
I think it's situational more than anything. It's definitely not normal, but like it makes sense. It again, in context is the biggest part of it, I think. Plus that's not usually an option I go for due to my like physique.
I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen someone do that. Specifically.
Actually, no.
It's for Seth, it's two.
But specifically, I think you kind of did the right thing. I'm not gonna lie. I know you were trying to keep them from getting away.
And they didn't break. Those are some sturdy binoculars.
Those gotta be some sturdy binoculars. Now, I wouldn't recommend just walking up and slapping someone silly.
No.
But
Slapping goofy.
if someone's attacking our Pokemon and putting us in danger, I don't know. I think it's a last resort, but
Right. Okay.
I
Thank you.
understand why you did what you did.
I just wanted to ask because I can see how that would go south really quickly, especially, I mean, I don't have all the information. What if they were undercover? What if blah, blah, blah? But like, honestly, if my friends and my Pokemon are in danger, I'm going to do everything that I can. So I guess I don't agree with that taboo ruling.
I think a lot of different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Again, situational. You did the right thing in the time, so it doesn't have to be said. You did what you needed to.
All right.
I hit
So,
it's
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, even pause it. Even if so, here's the thing, right? Even if I thought you were in the wrong in that moment, but if you were wrong in that moment to attack someone, as your friend, I'ma back you up anyway.
Okay.
Whether it's taboo or not, I don't really care. I don't know if you've seen me. I'm not exactly following the standards. And she kind of indicates like her ghost tattoos, her fighting type tattoos, her tiny little Pokemon who are eating popcorn, and annoyed that we keep pausing it.
Thanks.
The movie's not
DJ.
playing.
Yeah. Well, at least we got some time to chill out, so that's nice.
At the continued conversation during the movie, now that the press played, Bowie's gonna look up and he goes, Crockett, nah! And he's gonna just finish his popcorn, hand his popcorn bucket over to Richter, who then just eats the bucket, and the both of them are just gonna go walk out into the hallway because they're tired of the movie getting interrupted.
It's playing now, guys. You don't have to leave.
Oh, Crockett, nah. And they come back and they sit down and they look at you guys like, we're trying to watch a fucking movie.
Oh my god.
DJ's gonna let it play for like 2 more minutes, and she's gonna go, but here's the thing, right?
All right, guys. It's getting late. I think you guys should have this
No, I'm
conversation.
joking. I don't have anything else to
underneath
say.
the bed, you hear Vulpix. Like, just everybody's mad about it.
I'm
I
sorry.
feel like Smolder wasn't
thought that'd be
watching it, but
funny.
he was listening to it, and it
Yeah,
keeps pausing.
exactly.
He's like, I don't even know where we are anymore.
Especially because you were in the
I'm
Mr. Mime
sorry.
scene, so he couldn't hear half of what was going on anyway because it was all getting mimed out. I want to clarify for anyone who hasn't seen Detective Pikachu, we reference that movie a lot in this game. You should watch the movie.
It's a good movie.
Damn. Well,
Uh,
are we breaking now? We're not finishing the movie.
It's fine. We don't have to finish it. It knows where I am. My account remembers. We're good.
Oh.
all of the
all
Pokemon
right.
get up and simultaneously walk to another room that Bowie can turn the movie on.
He knows my login.
Good
it's
for
fine.
them.
Yeah.
I love the autonomy.
I just give Bowie my trainer card so we can scan it in the media room.
Yeah.
Pull up the account.
Some poor trainer at like 2 a.m. is gonna wake up and walk by the media room and there's 15 Pokemon watching the finale of Detective Pikachu.
That's
with
funny.
no trainers in sight.
That's
They
funny.
play the game while they watch it to just look for the Pokemon that is them in the background.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's me.
When you get to the Bulbasaur
cute.
scene, Aleppo gets really sad that they're all Bulbasaurs and not Ivysaurs.
Oh.
I think
Anyway, please
Tabasco's
continue your conversation.
Tabasco's fucking mad because there's not a single Riolu
Oh.
in that entire movie. As
It's like,
Torie
it's not
was
that
also
good of a
mad.
movie. It could be
Yeah,
better.
he's like, me. Like,
Me.
he's annoyed that Ivysaur is mad that they're Bulbasaurs because he's like, at least
least
you
you're
have
in the movie.
representation.
Anyway, please continue your conversation.
Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin that. It's just, it was kind of funny because that's a joke that I used to do with a buddy of mine, and they used to get real mad. But it was funny because they knew I was joking, and so it would be real annoying, and then I'd be like, but wait, and they'd be like, oh my god, and they'd, pause it again, and it was, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin it.
It's fine. It's not real. They're still watching it, so it's all
But
good.
you're not
Also,
watching
I've seen that
it?
movie like 6
I've
times.
seen the movie. Yeah, it was one of those movies we downloaded offline when we were on Cinnabar, so we watched it quite a bit.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
But since we're not watching it anymore, though, is there any difference that we want to have to our plan tomorrow? Any adjustments or addendums that we need to make?
I mean, not to distract from that, but who's this buddy? Anybody we know?
It's a Tanner.
Is
It's
it Tanner?
not Tanner, although
Damn it!
Tanner's a whole other story, all right?
So wait, you
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, if he wanted to go grab a coffee, I'd go grab a coffee.
Oh. Girl, if you
In
want
the
the setup,
distance, you hear
just
a
say
ghostly,
so.
well, how to damn. Just
No, this is my friend Hollis. I ain't talked about them much.
Hollis?
We kind of had a falling out right before I left, and I don't know, I ain't talked to him since, and so I think making the joke and making all the Pokemon leave kind of opened a little paper cut.
What?
You want to talk about it? How bad does it
if you
stink?
don't mind prying further, what made you guys have a falling out?
Yeah.
Well,
Not that face.
All right. Anchor in the popcorn bowl.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm so excited. I've been given another backstory character to turn into a terrorist. I'm very excited.
no.
you know what?
Jeez.
Well, they didn't really want me to leave. We've been best friends since we were itty bitty. And not Kenna taking notes.
Girl, you know, come on.
Well, we've been best friends since we were just little kids. And then we grew up together, and, you know, their first Pokemon is one of my favorite little buddies to ever exist. They got a little manky. Her name's Buttons.
Oh, that's cute.
She's just a little cutie patootie. But I was there when they caught her, and they're my best friend. And I just, when they told me not to leave, they told me that I wasn't just their best friend, and I think that was a little overwhelming. If you're picking up what I'm putting down,
oh yeah,
mowing what I'm growing, smelling what I'm stepping in.
Ooh, those are interesting analogies.
Yeah, kind of like a last minute confession, like a last ditch effort to get me to stay, and I'm feeling all sorts of ways about it, and I just feel bad that I haven't even texted them since I left, and
I mean,
they must be right worried.
Yeah. Well, if you were trying to leave and that was something that was important to you, and they were trying to do everything in their power to make you stay, that doesn't really sound like a thing a friend would do. Or even a last-minute confession type of person would do. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it was a last-minute confession because they wanted me to stay. I think it was just a last-minute confession because they didn't know when they were going to see me again. Which is fair,
Yeah.
and also valid. I've been gone for, I don't know, since the season started.
It's been some months.
Yeah.
A little bit of time.
And I ain't
Well,
never
Have they
left.
reached out to you?
Call if you need to. Or yeah, have they not tried?
They sent me a text about 2 weeks after I left.
You didn't respond?
I didn't know what I was supposed to say.
No shame in that.
How you feeling about it right now?
Sad.
Do you want to give them a sad call?
No.
Okay, then don't. You're good. Nothing to worry about. See?
Crazy?
That's how you just
No.
gauge the attitude towards the situation. If you're
I
feeling
don't think
sad about
that's
it, but
fair
don't
to
wanna-
them to call.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
only do what you think would be, I guess, reasonable to what you're wanting.
I don't know. Well, regardless, I just was feeling a little melancholy, and I guess it's been hanging over my head for a while, so I appreciate y'all listening.
Of course, this is actually better than the movie. So
Damn.
a lot
I
more
mean-
engaging, a lot less miming.
At that, you hear dunk dunk. Whoa, as Myrtle's sleeping shell form falls out from underneath the bed. Ugh.
Werther.
I'll pick you up when it's time to go.
Werther. And just immediately back into the shell.
I don't know. Would y'all call him?
I don't know. What are the vibes of this person when they're not doing that type of stuff?
Well, they're very funny. They're very sweet.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
They're very caring. They love Pokemon just about as much as me.
Okay.
I don't know. They've never done anything like that before. They always seem to want what's best for me.
Why couldn't they
Then-
come with you?
Good follow-up. Good follow-up.
They have a lot of responsibilities at home. And I don't know. I guess I just never really asked. I thought it would be a burden to ask.
Asking questions opens ways for understanding. How can you understand anything if you don't ask?
Well, that's just the thing, right? I asked so many questions, I just didn't want them to feel like they had to. And I didn't want to put pressure on them if they were feeling that kind of way about me to come with me when they didn't really have the ability to come.
Well, you could also, if you decide to give them a call at some point, when you're ready to, float the idea by them again,
Yeah.
and see if maybe they just needed some more time. Because it's fair to say that they did something out of their norm, and that kind of scared you into not responding or not communicating because you didn't know how to. That's a valid thing to say. So, if that is something you feel, it would only be right to let them know.
Yeah.
Maybe sleep on it.
I know Myrtle is.
Yeah, I think I'm asleep on it. Yeah, Myrtle do be sleeping on it.
Just see a little water bubble just
Out of the shell.
Yeah. I mean, if you're still feeling this way and you're really, it seems like doing this caused a little bit of maybe you missing them a little bit.
I do miss them. I love being with y'all, and it's been so great. And I think that's been making me miss them more.
That's fair. We are pretty
If you
awesome.
still feel that way in the morning, shoot him a text.
I think I will. Thank
It's
you.
a bummer to leave people behind, right?
It's so hard.
It's so hard, especially when they don't want you to go. I can't even imagine.
Oh, I know. My brother told me to go, and he didn't even want me to go.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
I didn't even know I was going.
my mom shoved me out the front door.
I also didn't really know I was going. My brother gave me the caboot.
Well, at least we have an extra step added to the plan for tomorrow. So that's...
Text Hollis, then go.
Yeah, I mean, we all aren't going to do that, but if you need to, like, draft
Oh, well,
it
you
by-
No, we're
I
all
could
doing
give you
it.
their
What's the number? Yeah,
I
go
could.
ahead.
And DJ,
that'll be
not
good.
even thinking about it, gives
3
Hollis's
strangers.
number to Coryne.
Corinne takes it.
Corinne's going to be the, like, secondary class feature information broker.
Information. Okay.
I can't wait for Corinne to get to the point where she gets a second subclass, or a second class is all I'm saying. Second trainer archetype.
Yeah, I think detective
gonna be a
needs
good
to be
time.
one. But yeah, I think we say our goodbyes, and I roll Myrtle's shell to the door frame, and then realize I have to go to the Pokemon Media Center and get everyone else so that we can go to sleep.
Okay.
You roll Myrtle to the door, and I like sumo pick her up, like, carrying the shell.
Valid. Okay. You guys are easily able to head to bed. You guys are definitely going to sleep for longer than it takes for all of your Pokemon to heal up, so feel free to restore all the PP of your Pokemon. as you already used the items to get their wounds back up. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Could have
It's
ignored their
okay.
things. You could have gone.
Jenny could have went us to the thing with us.
Yep.
They would have not followed protocol. That's lame.
It's lame squass. Okay. But the next morning, you guys get up a little bit earlier than you normally would, as Vermilion had told you the time that they needed to be ready to go to this like pancake breakfast thing that the Pokemon fan club is running. Real quick, are any texts to anybody sent out in this morning? Oh, we also need to roll for something.
Bad guy roll.
Um,
Bad guy roll.
I wasn't even gonna say
Coryne-
that, but that's true too.
Coryne is going to TLDR Poppy text.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Everything that's been going on.
Yeah. Cameras, city, Pokemon, Diglett Cave, all that junk.
First text you received back, girl, period.
I,
You need to not get in trouble one time going to a city. One time. Period after every sentence. And the girl was with a U. It was like G-U-R-L. Girl.
oh, yeah. I just send back the like smiling sweat drop emoji. That's like, sorry.
She sends you back a photo of just her face doing this.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't respond.
Yep.
Okay.
But she does keep an eye out and does, if she hears anything, she will give you information.
Okay.
I spend the morning hanging out with Axel and just giving him some more attention because I know he was not the highest of friendship and he kind of strained himself a bit doing all that stuff last night. So I'm just doing like little playful exercises with him, swinging him around from arm to arm where like I throw him up and then I just hold one of my arms out like the last second for him to like grab and swing back on and other stuff like that. Just kind of new boot goofing in the morning with the gang.
100%.
Genuine
100%.
ostrich 3 payments.
What's it called? You actually are gonna have quite a bit of opportunity for that because we'll talk about it later when you guys get to the actual
Pancake breakfast.
fan club. But there's gonna be a lot of Pokemon out and available during that time. Okay, and I was specifically asking this
Instagram followers are
leading
gonna
question
go
about text to see if there's a Hollis text being sent.
The Pokegram followers.
I think DJ's gonna open the text chat and see the last text that Hollis sent her.
What does it say?
What does it say? Read it to us.
Like we don't have, our characters don't have to know, but McKenna is dying.
Actually, I changed my mind. Don't tell McKenna. It'll be funnier.
What?
It'll be funnier if you don't tell her.
She looks at the message, gets a lot of nerves, and then sends, "Hey bud,
Eight-ball pool.
how's buttons?" with the little button emoji. Like, "Hey bud, ... how's buttons?" with the little button emoji, and send it. And then she'll wait like 10 minutes, be brushing her teeth, be staring at her phone, and after no response, she'll go, "Missing you," and send that. And then put her phone on Do Not Disturb and put it away.
Good. Let me roll for something. Good to know. Okay.
You double text and then you go, oh my god.
She's freaking out. She doesn't know what to
double
do.
text.
She's freaking
The double
out.
Bro.
She double texted and then put it away. She couldn't do it.
That's crazy.
Because she wants
That
to
is
be focused for her
hilarious.
friends, but also she was freaking out.
Coward.
And
Coward.
I was like-
Coward.
I was like, I really care about buttons, but also noticing that I only texted about buttons, you'd probably be upset. So I texted about you.
Brother, that's so funny. Oh man.
And then she's gonna come downstairs. Her hair is normally like she's gonna come out to the rest of the group, and her hair is normally like very well done in like neat little braids. Only one side is gonna be braided. Like normally she has two. Only one is gonna be braided because the other one she's just like stress playing with. And then the base of her hair that's normally braided is pulled up in a high bun today because she couldn't get her hands to stop shaking long enough to braid the big section. She's stressed.
Oh my gosh. Do you need Hypno to just have you take a little power nap to just get those jitters out?
No, I'll be all right.
I think she'll dream about it.
I'll be right.
Vermilion walks out of their room and goes, "Whoa, somebody looks worse than I do."
Whoa.
And then they just keep walking down the stairs.
Friendly fire, friendly fire.
All right.
So
Kind of
pancake
deserve that.
time?
And she'll take a breath and she'll like calm herself down, do her little breathing exercises and re-braid her other side. She leaves her hair up in a bun, but she looks somewhat more normal.
As you all gather all of your things and start to head over, you will be taken to a park relatively near the Pokemon Center. It's a little bit more south. It's kind of halfway between the Pokemon Center and the gym. And there's this like large, like 2-story. It almost looks like a big like wooden lodge, but it's like right in the middle of downtown Vermilion City with like a whole like open lot behind it that leads into like this public park where there's like little walkways and stuff. And there's like lots of bushes and fields and like little like areas to play with Pokemon. And boy, are people playing with Pokemon. There's easily 300 people here, easily.
A lot of Pokemon.
And there's probably half that in Pokemon milling about. You can see that there are so many beautiful Kanto native Pokemon here. You can see that there is like a Rapidash being walked around the edges, and people are like going up and being allowed on a small case-by-case basis allowed to pet the side of the flaming horse. You can see that people are walking around and there's like this Butterfree that's like flapping in the wings of a tree nearby. You can see that on another side there is an Arcanine that is like slowly like boom, 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 stepping around one side. Like there are all these beautiful Pokemon that are just around, and people are just chilling with the Pokemon, feeding them treats and hanging out. While at one end, you can see that there is like a series of like griddles where there's like 2 volunteers, a guy, and then 2 volunteers. And the guy in the middle
Is
this
Gavin.
old
The guy in the
man.
middle with the griddle.
It's Gavin. He actually made it here quickly. Birdie, come on out. No.
Waffles.
He said, we're doing waffles. No, the guy in the middle has like tufts of white hair underneath like a chef's hat, even though he's very much not a chef. And he's got like an old man polo with a like classic like kiss the cook like apron on.
Yeah.
But it's got a Mr. Mime making a kissy face on it.
No.
And
Kenna went,
yeah. No. I had her, then I lost her.
Yeah.
And there's just like a line of volunteers going through. And you guys start to walk around, and Vermilion looks at you guys and goes, okay, if you guys want to enjoy the breakfast, this is like the area you guys got to be at.
Okay, do you want
Where are you going?
us with you, or did you?
I mean, I assume there's probably like a VIP area somewhere, and I got to go talk to the chairman about that to see where my grandpa is.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you want to come, you can. I just didn't want to force you to like, you know.
I mean, we're
To be there
rather-
for you as
rather
friends?
die. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. It's kind of cringe, actually. I don't know why you would do that.
Why
That's
is
crazy.
it
Do they
firing
have-
at me today, Vermilion?
I don't know how to handle affection and friendship, and this is a lot.
Okay. Well, if you think that there are better pancakes in the VIP section,
Oh, I mean,
we will be.
they're the same pancakes. That guy right there who's manning the middle grill, that's the chairman of the fan club. That's who I'm gonna go talk to.
Oh. Well, then
Yeah, he
yes,
likes to cook 'em on
we'll
his
go with
own.
you.
All right. I gotta go talk to people. Okay. And then Vermilion is gonna like walk out in front of you guys, and they're gonna like take a few steps, and then there's like a line, and they're kind of like, it's that thing where like they'll go to say something, and then like somebody else will walk up in line to get pancakes. And they'll go to say something, it like takes a second, and eventually after like way too long of waiting, they go.
I
Like,
let
they go,
4
like-
people do that before I start body blocking. 4 max.
Excuse me, my friend needs to talk to the chef. Excuse me. As soon as you do that, they send you like a look like, thank you. Mr. Chairman, they say, and the chairman kind of like, and we'll have pancakes for. Oh, is that? And you see there's like an excited look and then like a remembering and then like there's a series of information that goes through the chairman's head as like he's like initial excitement upon seeing Vermilion at this moment, and then there's like the remember something that goes ooh kind of moment and then goes but you're here kind of moment. It's very much Kenna's like very very back and forth, but settles on pleasantly surprised. And the chairman goes, if it isn't the youngest little Jimeno, hello, what can I do for you today? Are you looking for your grandfather? And Vermilion goes, yeah, do you know where he is? Of course, he's in the VIP section this way. Jack, take over for me. And he like rips off the apron, and underneath is like a pristine polo that just you now see on the polo has a massive print of a Pikachu face that's like photo real on it.
Better.
It's probably a photo of a Pokemon.
The soccer mom sweater.
Yeah.
And he goes, if you'll come with me, and he like steps over and he goes, wait. Have you eaten yet? And they go, no, neither of my friends. And they go, and he goes, Jack, give it back. And he takes the apron back and he starts getting all of you guys pancakes like ready to go. And he's like funky with it. Like he jumps, he grabs it, he flips a pancake over onto a plate and hands it over. He puts Gavin's skills to shame.
Word.
To
Okay.
Waffles
shame.
could never.
Waffles could never flip the way a flapjack does. The waffles are texturally better than pancakes
Nobody
in every
tell
possible way.
Everybody tell Gavin.
But like he gets all of you guys loaded up with like 8 flapjacks and then sees your Pokemon and goes, okay, it's gonna be a few more minutes. And like gets all of your Pokemon plates of pancakes too. And he's got like one of those big like outdoor griddles that can put like 20 pancakes on it each. So he's like, he's going for it.
Process.
It's a whole thing, man. He gets excited about it. Rich people get excited about weird shit. I'm gonna be honest. But he gets you guys all pancakes. He goes, all right, now this way. Come on, little team. What are your guys' names? I forgot already. Did you say?
We
Hi,
didn't.
I am the chairman.
Hi, I'm Seth Wake. Cornucopia Daycare.
Cornucopia Daycare. Yes, I'm very familiar with your father. And you. And just immediately turns energy to the next person.
Coryne Willows.
Coryne Willows, I'm not familiar, but I am excited to be. And you?
DJ Werther, please make your acquaintance. I love your
Pleased to meet
t-shirt.
your acquaintance.
You are so fun. My what?
I said also pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh.
Yes. I love your energy.
You
is
have
great.
such fantastic energy. You are so good with those flapjacks. Oh my goodness.
Oh my good. You have pygmy Pokemon.
I do.
I must hear about them more.
They're gonna explode if they keep talking together.
really agree with you
before
right
we
now.
get distracted. Little Jimeno, I'm looking for your grandfather. Over here. And you see that there is like a little bit more posh section of the park that has like a hedgerow around it, where there's like maybe 20 people in that side of the park. That you see at this point, the chairman walks through with like a plate of like 10 pancakes on each one, on like each plate in each hand, and like sets them down on tables in front of people. And he's like, haha, nice to see you. Glad you could come out today. And he's just talking to people. And he goes, and here we go. President Jimeno, I introduce your grandchild.
Jesus.
And you see that he has stopped you all in front of this like where everything about the chairman is like a very like playful, overly loud, overly eccentric, overly like everything, like 11 out of 10 on every scale. This person is much more the subdued, like quiet grandparent, where you can see it as like sort of like a balding sort of like half moon with the side hair still there that's kind of graying at the sides, sort of like a very regal expression. That contrasted by the kind of funky like blue and pink Hawaiian shirt that's being worn, like very much looks like this is like the very ugly attire that old rich white dudes wear. And the chairman sort of like looks down at President Jimeno, who kind of glances over and goes, I am aware. Thank you for bringing my grandchild. I'll see you later, Chairman. He goes, absolutely, back to the pancake griddle with me. I hope if you need anything else, he says to the four of you, please do not hesitate to stop by the griddle. I have plenty more batter to go around.
I think,
Thank you.
Bowie and Richter are just gonna follow him back to the.
Yeah, they just tick.
Stay close.
Yeah, right. You hear in the distance, and then you feel like Axel like tug on your shoulder a little bit.
You can
Chimchar.
You can, yeah.
It just fucking takes off. But there is a moment where Vermilion is just kind of standing there, and you can see kind of like anxiety and stress, and they're rubbing their palms a lot, and it looks like they're not sure like what to do. And their grandfather kind of looks at them and goes, "Please sit. I'd be happy to have you at my table this morning. And I assume these are your friends, Seth Wake, Coryne Willows, and DJ Werther, not currently joined by Mr. Newman?"
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's right. Creepy.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I make it my business to keep an eye on my grandchild. Please allow yourselves to enjoy your food. I'm simply enjoying a morning with my grandchild. I've not seen them in several months.
Okay. What a field, guys. Let's stand there. I'll just point, I guess.
Yeah.
Are we
he
leaving?
had offered you a spot to sit at the table, but he is one-on-one conversing with Vermilion at the moment.
Okay.
So you are free to sit, enjoy yourself, and be present for the conversation. But this is sort of like the not so subtle, like, hey, this is, I don't know who you people are. This is my conversation. I'm having this with this person.
I looked
Yeah,
at Coryne
Corinne
to lead the
does.
social situation of whatever Coryne wants to do.
Corinne's gonna pop a squat, start eating pancakes, and just toggle listening mode.
Toggle listening mode. Well, listening mode is toggled. And if it is toggled, I think that is going to drive Coryne just a little bit crazy as the first 5 minutes of the conversation go by in complete silence. As both Vermilion and their grandfather sit there just very quietly cutting into pancakes.
Corinne said, I'll wait.
I'll wait. Bitch, I'll wait. And it is going to be President Jimeno who sort of like initiates the first conversation about 5 minutes and goes, The chairman has been improving over the last 20 years. I remember when he first tried these, the pancakes somehow came out rubbery and flat. He kind of like glances up. And there's a moment where Vermilion like is sort of like taken like off guard at the just random conversation story. And I think you guys have known Vermilion long enough to, I'm not going to require a whole lot of rolls for reading their face in this situation because they're not trying to deflect from you, they're trying to deflect from the person in front of them. So you can see sort of like the off guard and then like almost like without their choice immediately hit by like a memory that causes like the corner of their mouth to smile kind of thing. Like the grandfather is obviously led with something that is a hilarious in-joke between the two of them. And they go, yeah, no, those were gross. Those were really gross. Yeah. And the grandfather looks and continues eating and gives another 2 or 3 minutes to be respectful and then goes again of like, so, you have 3 Pokemon on your team now. Yeah, I have my Scizor, my Magmar, and my Kakuna, though I'm hoping that it'll evolve sometime in the next few weeks. 2 of those are very formidable Pokemon. You should be proud of yourself. Well, you know, there's an awkward conversation and there's silence. There's lots of silence. It's that thing where that's going to continue for like 4 or 5 cycles of like starting like no nonsense conversation. And can I get a empathy check from anyone who wants to do any sort of like searching into the grandfather specifically?
Seth, did we stay?
Yeah.
Would you have stayed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You were offered table space if you wanted it.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part. That's why I was like, oh, I'll go.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I'll go leave.
I'll skedaddle.
Hold it.
I do appreciate that Seth's like first instinct is to not be like forcing his way into like a conversation. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's a very respectful
At
thing.
Kenna.
Yeah. Way to be disrespectful, Kenna.
There goes-
Jeez.
What's
Hey,
funny is
I'm
when I
not
started saying that sentence, it
forcing my
wasn't
way
at
in.
Kenna, but as I was saying it, my eyes
As you
slowly drifted
progress.
down to Kenna's
It's you're
camera.
mentally spreading out the friendly fire, so it's not just on DJ, it's also on Coryne too.
Yeah, exactly.
You said empathy?
All right, Coryne, what was yours?
11.
DJ?
Dirty 20.
Seth?
10?
10. Okay, both of you, or I mean, all three of you hit the 10, which is what you needed. As you kind of like look, you'll notice that like Vermilion always has an air of like drowsiness. That's just kind of who they are as a person. But the president also seems very tired as well. Like you'll note that he has like thick bags under his eyes that like are not like the consistent tired, like, oh, things have been so stressful, I'm tired because of this reason, but like the I haven't slept kind of tired. And he looks like he does stifle a yawn every once in a while, which is not uncommon to note because, again, his company does work majority at night to get construction done. So this breakfast thing might be closer to a dinner for him. But as they're talking, eventually it'll get to the point where you can feel sort of like a shift in the air as both of them finish their plates of pancakes, and they fucking chowed those flapjacks. There's not a speck left. But as they both finish it and they kind of like clatter the plastic cutlery to the side, and there's kind of a thing where Vermilion is gonna glance at Coryne and gonna steel themselves a little bit, and they're gonna go, okay, Grandpa, I know you didn't call me out here just to eat breakfast. What did you want to talk about? You can see he also glances at Coryne, having noted that, goes, and gives you, Coryne, almost like a yeah, like good job getting this one out of their fucking shell kind of conversation. And he kind of looks back at them and goes, well, I have to admit that I do have an ulterior motive, but it is less to ask something of you and more to tell you that I would like you to stay here in Vermilion City for the remainder of this season.
That was a really sweet bite that just happened over here. Now I'm tuned in.
Corinne starts like packing a bag, like just
Neither person in this conversation breaks eye contact as Seth is dying in the corner.
yeah, just God.
At a moment, you see like one of the like security guards that you hadn't noticed before step forward and like go to like almost like Heimlich you if you need help.
Okay,
like
we're
he
okay,
like step forward, he's like, okay, you need something?
I was hearing
Okay.
or I wasn't hearing anything.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening to any conversation, actually.
Yeah. But as they kind of stare at each other, everyone goes, no, I think I'm gonna keep doing my adventure. I've been enjoying myself with my friends, and I think we've been doing a really good job. I think you've done a good job to not die yet. But Kanto has never been more dangerous. Not once in its entire history has anything as cataclysmic as the last 3 months happened, ever. I do not think it is safe for trainers to be on the routes. I've seen footage of you in both Pallet Town and Seafoam City. And I know that you were treated for hypothermia the same day that a rocket base was destroyed on Route 21. You have not been safe. And that's what I said the first time you wanted to do this. Seems I was right once again. The routes are not safe.
This dude.
And Vermilion goes, well, actually, I did think I proved myself. I got top 8 in the tournament, Grandpa. I survived all of those things, especially with my friends who are all just as good as I am, if not better. They did come in top 16, which I think is provably not better. But that is beside the point, Torie. Using the birth name, because they are. I'm going to clarify for the grandfather. This is not. I want to clarify for our entire audience.
Start clarifying.
This is
everything.
not. Yeah. This is a clarification for our audience. This is not a dead naming here.
No.
Vermilion did not pick Vermilion as a sort of like gendered new identity. That is an identity that they have that they've been using to be kind of secretive about who they are.
Identity.
And even if they had, the grandfather is not aware necessarily of Vermilion being a chosen new identity. So this is, I want to clarify, this is not a disregarding of Vermilion's gender or personality or who they are. This is just a grandparent referring to their grandchild, and no one is taking it as that in this moment. To clarify,
Good clarification.
we're all
Sorry,
chill on those
Torie had a
vibes.
visceral reaction, even though I already knew that.
No, I also would have. So I wanted to clarify for all audience members. This grandpa is shitty, but not for the reasons that you think they're shitty.
If you feel the need to still comment something, drop it in the
please.
comments.
Yeah, or just put how many pancakes you could eat in a single sitting in the comments.
Or share it with your friends.
Put how many pancakes you'd hit him with. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
What's your favorite?
Don't do that.
Actually, comment your
Flapjacks, more like
favorite,
slapjacks.
Favorite syrup for pancakes.
Dude, boysenberry all the way. It's not even close.
Boysenberry.
Boysenberry.
Is that
Boysenberry serves
real?
the best.
Boysenberry
Yeah, dude.
sounds not fun.
Boysenberry sounds fake.
Anyway, getting back into the very serious scene, I just wanted to clarify that because I knew that this might cause some confusion when it comes to unveiling like Vermilion's birth name and who they are and everything. So there will be
Fair.
more conversations about that in the future. I want to clarify right now in this moment, that is not what's happening.
All right, we're good.
And they kind of like glance at you guys, having not given their real name to you guys across this whole time, right? Like you have obviously been able to extrapolate they are of the Jimeno family, and now you've heard their birth name. Their name is Torie Jimeno, is their name.
Not that they need it, but Coryne, who is sitting next to Vermilion, Corinne's just gonna put a hand down and is just gonna grab the bottom of their jacket and just hold on to the bottom of the jacket.
Okay. And they kind of like brush your forearm a little bit as like, thank you. And then they put their hands back on the table.
Okay.
And they kind of go, I mean, you're not wrong that, you know, stuff is dangerous, but like, you know, you're the one who taught me math, right? Like statistically, I shouldn't run into anything dangerous ever again for the rest of my life. That's just not how that works.
Says the anime protagonist.
I don't want to stay here. There's a reason that I left in the first place. I just want to keep adventuring, Grandpa. And he kind of sighs and he goes, I wanted to give you the illusion of choice that you would be staying here. But that was an illusion. You are not leaving Vermilion City again.
I'm sorry.
Should you attempt to,
Pull the trigger.
I will send a family representative to deal with this dispute. And you can see that like even Vermilion kind of like is taken aback and like glances at you guys. You guys get the assumption that, quote, family representative means dope trainer to fucking drag your ass back here kind of thing.
Imagine they hired
Is
Gavin
that
as
legal?
contract work.
So the thing is, Torie, one of the other cultural things about the Pokemon world is you can settle anything with a Pokemon battle. It doesn't really matter whether or not it's legal or not. Like, Pokemon battle, it's just like, ah, yes, if this happens sort of thing.
So, let me get this straight. The implication here is that it is not okay to punch someone in the face if they are openly threatening you and your friends, but it is okay to track someone down against their own volition, fucking beat the shit out of them with your Pokemon, and physically drag them back.
Yeah, these are all precedents set by the Pokemon world, manga, anime, and games.
I think the more surface level version without having to put too much of a microscope on it.
I know
is
I'm being
the-
dramatic, Matt. That's the point.
I know.
Matt's like, wait a minute.
no.
Let's
Torie,
this
I
is
agree
a
it's
game.
equally stupid.
I know it's a game.
To clarify, Torie, I agree that it's equally stupid. These are precedents set in the Pokemon world. Yes, you are.
It really is, yeah.
Everything you said is real. Yes.
All right. Just make it known that I was right.
Torie said
again.
it's a good thing I've learned how to crit fish with my Pokemon.
Yeah, for
I'm about to beat the
real.
shit out of some
For
people.
real.
Yes, Kenna.
Just as a little precautionary thing, Coryne is going to rip her eyes away from the table and glance at the security guards. Who does the security
Okay.
belong to?
Go ahead and roll me a spot hidden check.
Why you do this to me? Oh my god.
Well, mostly because I like it when you roll low. It makes me feel better about myself.
6.
You must love me rolling.
Yeah.
No, that makes me feel bad. It makes me feel like I'm bullying.
You can't get both.
Okay. 6. With a 6, you note 2 security guards. And there's the one that was like very concerned about Seth's well-being when he was fucking choking and like is still kind of glancing at you guys. And then there's another one who's kind of off to the side. And with a 6, you see them both are pretty like stern-faced, but you don't see necessarily anything going on with either of them. They both look like they're protecting President Jimeno, but there's nothing else necessarily going on with them.
Okay, I direct my attention back to Vermilion.
Yeah, okay. I saw a hand. What's up, DJ?
Are either of them the guy that saw Vermilion and then fucking sprinted away?
No, that
Okay.
dude did not have a bodyguard's build. That dude very much looked like an office worker of some kind.
Got
Anybody
it.
got any head wounds
Do
that
I-
we see?
I was gonna
Seth,
say.
go ahead and roll me a spot hidden check.
And can I look around for
Actually,
that
natural
guy?
medicine. Natural medicine check.
I'm good at natural
Sure, both of you can roll natural medicine
Could it
checks.
be?
Oh, no,
okay.
no, no.
mm,
Not
Could it
the
be
guy
spot
that hit
hidden
his
the
with
head.
businessman
The
guy?
businessman.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me a spot hidden.
Okay.
Okay, spot hidden. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Natural medicine.
Yeah, you're doing natural medicine. Torie's doing spot hidden.
17.
17, okay.
5. Oh, I'm so good at rolling.
Ooh. Spot hidden. That guy is not here. You can guarantee that guy is not here.
Okay.
Torie?
Guarantee.
Got it.
As for a 5, you cannot tell if either security dudes are the ones with bruises, mostly because the sun is like going through the tree leaves and it's like dappling on their faces, so it would make it kind of hard to tell at this moment. So it's inconclusive either way.
I'm keeping an eye out regardless.
That's true.
Ooh, actually, could I have Coryne, can I borrow your phone for a second?
Coryne, without looking away from Vermilion's face, just hands you the phone.
Man, Bowie walked away with yours.
I'm gonna text
Yeah.
my phone and tell Bowie and the others to keep an eye out for a guy with bruise on head.
Okay.
It takes about 5
Okay.
minutes to send that message.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a second.
Slide the phone back over.
Give me a second. Okay, I rolled some dice for your Pokemon. Okay. Cool. I'll let you know what happens with that later.
Can they read? Bowie can read.
Bowie can read.
Yeah.
Bowie answers all the messages.
Does
Yeah, Bowie
anybody
can
else read? It doesn't matter.
Nobody
Anyway.
else needs to. Bowie can just reads. Yeah.
That's fair.
You look at Richter and tell me if that man reads.
But getting back into the conversation that Vermilion and their grandfather are having, Vermilion's kind of like, actually, let me roll. Because Vermilion is currently having like almost a battle of willpower with their grandfather.
Crit.
I am clutching the bottom of that
Sorry,
jacket.
I apologize. Let me swap. I grabbed the wrong die sizes. For the grandfather, I'm grabbing a D12, and for Vermilion, I'm grabbing a D4.
Ah! Come on,
Okay.
Vermilion. Come on, Vermilion.
Vermilion did
come
not
on.
explode.
They get any type of advantage for having us there?
They're rolling it all because Coryne is there. They would crumble already if Coryne wasn't there.
We tried.
Okay. Them rolling is the advantage because it's also a D4.
Oh my gosh.
Vermilion kind of like immediately looks down, kind of like sucks in for a second. He goes, "Yes, sir. Good. I hope at some point you'll come and stay at the tower, but I understand if you'd like to stay at the Pokemon Center. Your parents would like to see you as well. I know, I already planned on saying bye before I went back out of town. Good." And he kind of like dabs his face with a napkin, gets a little bit of syrup that had been sticking there the whole conversation that he hadn't noticed, and kind of gets that. And he kind of stands up. "I believe it's time to leave. I'll be seeing you later." And he gets up and just sort of starts walking out. And Vermilion seems very kind of defeated, low shoulders, sitting at the table as you guys are surrounded by family and friends and community. Vermilion has never looked so alone. And that's where we're going to end today's session of
No.
Unbeatable. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you guys next time on Unbeatable.
Thanks for watching this episode of Unbeatable. To support us, head on over to our Patreon and get access to our Discord, where we interact with our community and we gather questions for our monthly Q&As. Thanks for spending time with us, and remember, stay unbeatable.
Today's episode of Unbeatable is brought to you by you. Specifically, thank you, James Keene, for being a Pokemon Champion tier patron over on our Patreon. We literally could not do this show without your guys' support. Thank you so much.
I am unbeatable, I'll train until I meet my goal. If stakes are high, no, I won't fold, because I am unbeatable. Earning every badge, whatever it takes, I'm gonna be the best trainer, you just wait. And I know the road ahead looks like it won't be easy. I am unbeatable. Standing by my side, got my friends with me to explore a whole world of possibilities. But no matter what the challenge is, we can overcome it together. Because we are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fold, because we are unbeatable. We are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fold, because we are unbeatable.